So now, what is your goal in this match? See, I already did the sword. Amazing ward.
Mm-hmm.
Muno's pathing to the top. That's some knowledge that we have. How do you want to approach this first wave now?
Yeah, like most likely, I didn't know that I'm so strong to kill Olaf level 1. Like I'm respecting him because like there was, I think, one game I was completely stumped by Olaf because I didn't respect his, I think it's Q into, is it his W?
His W gives a shield.
And then it's the E, like he's true damaging or something.
Yeah.
And I got fucked from that, like even if I W'd him. And so I was just respecting him and waiting for him to see what he bought, so we could just fight into the wave.
It makes sense. One next thing that I will be mentioning, and that is that, generally speaking, learning to play for priority is going to be just better for you.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why learning to play for priority is going to make you a better player, especially on the long run. Now, in short term, it might cost you some deaths and it might cost you to gain experience. But I would push you to get out of that comfort zone. First of all, because you're playing a champion that can look for priority in almost any matchup.
Okay.
Second of all, is because even a theoretical losing matchup can become winning if you get your level 2 first.
Okay.
And that is because every level up is equivalent to about 600 gold worth of stats that are instantly in your inventory because you gain extra damage, armor, attack speed, all that stuff.
Yeah, funny.
I
just saw a TikTok today in the morning where you played against a Camille and you was level 5, she was level 4 and she fighted you even if she based already and you didn't, and you won it because you said like it's worth 600 gold you level up.
Exactly. Because you also get an extra ability. Now, level 4 to level 5 is still a big level up, but level 1 to level 2 is you get a whole extra ability, right? Which is even larger, so to speak. And that is why, even though, let's say you're playing a bad matchup, you're playing against a Darius, if you get your level 2 faster, you're still beating that guy.
Yes.
So I want you to start refraining from trying to have the mentality to get pushed in. I want you to start learning how to actually push. Now, again, this might be an investment in the sense of you're going to die a few times in the early game, but in the long run, even short term, this is going to make your gameplay way better. So, one thing I want to add onto that is theory and execution is always going to be different. And what I mean by that is you can have a theoretical winning matchup or a losing matchup, but your opponent can play the same matchup completely different. To name an example, you could play against a Jax who is playing Grasp and Teleport and a D-Shoot. And you could also play against a Jax that is playing Flash Ignite and Lethal Tempo and with a Doran's Blade, right? So you have the same matchup and they have a different setup. That's one thing. And you can also play against the same champion, but it's a different player and they both have different tendencies. So they're going to play the matchup differently. Even though it's the same matchup, the theory is like logical like that, right? It's always going to be different execution. And that is what I mean with, we're going to have to start being adaptive also to how our opponent plays. So let's see what you do. I would start taking the minion right here already. That's because Olof is not even walking with the wave. And that's going to secure level 2 before him. And here I would press tab to check his starting item.
So here you press tab to see what he...
Yeah, what item he bought level 1.
Okay.
Okay, you got the first last. Let's go. Okay, you see Doran's Blade. See now, what would be the fastest way to get your level 2?
Push the wave.
Detail, remember? This melee
Yes.
and these casters would actually grant you level 2 as well.
Ah, okay.
This guy.
Oh, holy shit. Yeah, okay, I didn't know that. That's the first... Nobody told me that. Okay. So I can kill that 2 casters and that melee and I'm level 2 already.
Yes, you would be level 2.
Okay, just one question for me. If I play like Gwen or okay, Mordekaiser, most of the time I ban him because I can't play against this champ. But they got like how do you say it, like spells who are doing splash damage. Like they can push the wave hard. Do I try it also to get too early or do I get pushed in because like if Gwen is stacking her Q, she's super fast at pushing.
Yeah, it's a matter of situation again, because here both you and Olaf kind of didn't push hard, right?
Yes.
They're always still in a super neutral position, but you also have split damage as set. So even in these scenarios, let's say, like, it's not bad to kill all of these 3 and then getting a melee, but simply because the wave state is so neutral right now, I would start hitting this melee minion, and on that melee and this caster, so you're actually doing it, you already get your level 2.
Not on purpose, but yes.
But so now I'd start walking up.
Okay.
Because if you walk up right now, right, Olaf is gonna go for this last hit. You see this?
Yes.
But what I would have done in your shoes is play active to that level up timer. You don't have to do anything other than just knowing the level up timer consciously. You hit this minion once or twice, and then you E him and this minion, you stun the Olaf, and you get level 2.
Because the damage of my E is
Killing the minion.
Yeah, killing the minion, I stun him, and then I can level Q and run him down like, oh, yeah, okay, I'll trade, give it a good trade.
That's the whole thing of theory behind pushing in the early game and playing around level up timers. Those are consistent every game.
Okay.
And the next step, of course, is being in position to punish this last hit that he's going for.
Okay.
And now he's gonna hit his level 2, you see? Because he got the caster action.
Yes.
Now, I don't expect you to start tracking his level up timers perfectly. So, because again, now we have to think about jungle tracking. Our level up timers, his level up timers, all this stuff, right? And where's my jungle pathing? But the whole idea is what I wanted you to establish level 1, because we saw Viego is pathing to bot this game, Mundo's pathing to top. Okay, we're strong side, trading is good. Looking for priority is good, and then I want you to play to your level up timers. Okay. So we had a pretty big missed opportunity, even though it doesn't look like you've done anything wrong, right? And again, I also see this in your gameplay because your mentality heading into this game already looks passive. You're not looking to. You're happy going even. You're not looking to win.
Yes.
Gameplay.
Yes. Like, because I thought like, oh, this is super strong, so I'm just happy to farm and then maybe try to out-trap him when I get my W in level 3, and then if I landed perfectly, like, I win the trade, you know?
Yeah, but you see, so you're basing your decisions on past experiences, which is in a way a good thing. But in this instance, it's hindering you completely because it's putting you in a faulty mindset.
Okay.
I don't think your mindset ever should be to play to go even unless you're already behind and you want to make sure you stop inting.
Okay.
So to speak.
Okay.
Reminder, what's your level 3 timer?
I think it's the melees and the cannon? No,
only 2 melees.
Oh, only
so there's 1. See, I would be walking up. Olaf is walking up for this last hit. But this minion grants you your level 3. Imagine you were in his face right now.
Okay.
You see, if you're just actively playing to this level up, this entire landing phase would be different.
Okay.
And now, what are we looking at in this frame right now?
Like, I can walk up and E him and trade because like I'm 1 level above him.
Absolutely. What's another thing? Because we're probably looking for the early game crash here, right?
Yes.
So I would be checking the minimap right now to see where this wave is at to kind of calculate how fast I need to push this and to push this wave in as well.
Okay.
So what I do in your shoes here, this is going to go way more than that, is I would just slow push this. And then this next wave, you hard push as fast as possible.
Okay.
The faster you push that wave, the faster you can set up your reset, correct?
Yes.
And Olaf then is stuck in lane with 2 waves collecting under his turret.
Mm-hmm.
What happens after that wave crashed under Olaf's turret?
Yeah, it bounced back.
Okay, it bounces back into you. Is that a good thing for you?
I think yes. Because,
I would say so as well.
Because my jungler is coming to top and I can prepare a gank.
Yeah, but at around this timer, after 4-5 crash and the bounce, your jungler should be done with the full clear, enemy jungler should be done too, so your jungler is going to go back into bot side and enemy jungler is going back into top side.
Okay.
But to add on to that, remember this guy's playing with flashing ghost, right?
Yes.
If the wave crashes into his turret and bounces away back into you, can this guy set up his reset?
No.
No. So there's a new concept. Golden rule of thumbs of reset timers. You want to reset whilst the wave is pushing towards you, not when the wave is pushing away from you.
Yeah, that's also a problem. Sometimes my resets are pretty bullshit. Like,
it's okay. This is like the fundamental that would be the hardest to master because it's always situational.
Okay.
You have to think. You have to think ahead in advance. But this is why I'm trying to showcase you this example right now. Is you could get a lead on this Olaf 100% of the time.
Mm-hmm.
Because right now, by you slow pushing this, hard pushing this, and setting up your reset, there is no counterplay for Olaf to do anything that you're going to do. because you're gonna do a fourth wave crash, and the benefit of a fourth wave crash is that you're not gonna disjoint the level up timers in the sense that after the fourth wave, you're both gonna be level 4, right?
Yes.
So then, if you get an extra 650 gold on your reset, you're gonna have 2 extra components. The wave is gonna push into you. Olof is gonna be forced to walk up for last hits, and you can try and punish him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's see how this plays out. Very good trade. You got the cannon too. Honestly, that's 4 less than looks pretty good, boss. Alright, never mind. I changed my thought.
That's sometimes a problem if I get a stacked wave, I can't how do you say it, time my last hit sometimes. If the wave is too big, I tried sometimes I'm too early, sometimes I'm too late.
Yeah, that's okay. So here now, I would hard push this wave as fast as possible and set up my reset.
Okay.
Gotta punish the cannon, very good. So you see here by slow pushing, now you're also kind of delaying how fast you can get this crash in, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now you are able to punish the Olof for you slow pushing. He is trading very heavily with you, and well, you just kill him.
I
that
think
should be the kill.
Yeah, I should flashed, I think.
Even here, you should kill him. I think you're just... See, this is also what I mean. You're just not used to being in the spot.
Yes.
I see so this is what I see by gameplay. You just like going even.
Yes.
And this is completely fine. But here, I mean, flash auto, and he's dead. And if that's not the case, then here, you know the timer for level 4. He needs to basically get rid of his entire wave. Walk into him, Q, auto, and he's dead here.
Holy shit,
Even
okay.
trading 1 for 1 here is completely worth it. He has no flash, he has no W.
Because he's also losing the wave, you mean?
Exactly.
Oh my god. Okay, that's the things I have to keep in mind, yes. Because sometimes I go for greedy dives, and they work. Sometimes I die there. But I think that's like you said, that would be totally fine to go after him.
Yeah, but I just think this play, in theory, cannot go wrong. Because all you do here is walk up with your Q next to him. He has no W. He has no flash. Do you know how his W works?
It grants
He gets
him
the shield, right?
a shield, yes, and I just know his passive is if he's lower, he's doing more damage. I think.
No, he gets more attack speed.
More attack speed. Okay.
But the W is still important to know because the lower HP Olof. So the W shield that he gets is based on his missing health, meaning the lower HP he is, the bigger the shield is. But it's on cooldown right now. So you walk up and you press Q, and you auto attack him twice, and maybe you flash out. Done.
Okay.
Game over for Olof. He is 3 CS right now, or 13. No, he's 13. No, he's 3, I think, actually. And you'd win the game, right here. This would be over. After the first 3 waves, this game of Olof would be over.
Okay.
But it's okay. Recalling and TPing back is still good.
I should already recall and TP him back.
Oh, actually, here you don't have to. You can actually stay because you can play the bounce because he's this low HP. So actually staying is completely fine too. But if you recall and you buy longsword refill, you make it even harder for him.
Okay.
Now, very crucial. What should you do with this wave?
Let it push towards me.
Why is that?
Because Mundo is in the jungle.
Okay.
And like you said...
Don't think about Mundo right now. Just think about you 1v1.
Because... Oh, where's this 331? Like in the next maybe 10 or 20 seconds, the enemy jungler can be up on my lane.
No, he can't.
Not in 20 seconds. Like he full cleared right at this time. He full cleared.
2 bot set, right?
Yes.
So
and
you
now
have to.
Okay, but if I stay there and fight him or take the wave and wait for the next one, then he can set up a gank. Couldn't he? Oh, okay.
We could, but I would say that the timer would be... So right now, you see Mundo is starting the scuttle. Viego's probably doing the same here. And then Viego has to take the scuttle, reset, and then come all the way top. Takes about a minute.
Oh, okay. Okay. That's good for me to know.
Yeah. But the main reason why I want you to push this, let this wave push into you, is to force this Olof to walk up for last hits. Because by making this wave push towards you, a few things happen. First of all, he doesn't want to recall. Because the wave is pushing away from him, so he is going to keep on losing resources perpetually. The second thing is, when he's forced to walk up for last hits, you force him into a choice. Walking up for last hits, and risk dying, or not getting anything, and he's losing. So it's a win-win, right?
Mm-hmm.
The only way this guy can play is if you push the wave back into him. Because then he's not forced to walk up for last hits, he doesn't really get gankable, and he can just farm under the turret and he's chilling. So in every scenario here, you let this wave push back into you.
Okay, yeah, I have to learn this because sometimes it feels like, for me, it feels like losing the lane. You know what I mean? I think I also
I understand.
I started with the minions. I think.
I would hate to see you hit the minions here. You're doing it absolutely right now. You should die going for this last hit. He's completely, like, he's disrespecting you in 5 different languages here.
Okay. Yeah, it's good to know for me. Okay.
Good, he didn't go for it. Okay, you can't punish that too well. And now if he goes for any last hit, you try and punish him. One thing that you should always do, and you're doing that, maybe consciously, maybe subconsciously, you see Viego's still here now, right?
Yes.
Is you want to start thinning out this wave to still kind of sync up the level up timers in the sense that when he's going to hit level 5, you want to hit level 5 as well.
Yes.
But always make sure that the wave's pushing towards you. So I would start thinning out a little bit.
Yeah, I just knew I'm safe here because I saw Viego in mid.
Yeah.
And now, yes, I'm just chilling.
He's going to hit level 5 here, so I want you to start thinning out a little bit, so you're also level 5, and then you can just always fight him. See, now you haven't thinned out enough, as you can see.
Yes,
and because he hits level 5, and you have not thinned out enough, this wave is actually going to be able to get crashed on by Olaf.
Yes. I think I have to flash here also.
Yeah, and that's because you didn't clear out the wave enough, and yeah, he just got too strong for him. And you use your Q on the cannon, so you actually cannot fight back. Yeah, and you have to flash out. So you see what went wrong here, right?
Yes. That's good. Okay.
Here I'll probably reset.
Okay.
Okay. Reset right here and base TP.
Okay. Here's the reset already. So don't take.
Because you're gonna end up losing more. You know, these casters, again, they give less gold and XP, so I was on the recall on the casters, so I lose less from those.
Okay. Good.
I don't want to lose more melees because of your recall, right? Okay. See that now you push, but now it's in a very awkward position, right? You're gonna lose like 3 melees before you're back. See, you've lost 3 melees completely now.
Okay.
That's one. You almost lost the entire cannon wave here, you see?
Yes, I think.
And you would also be in a much better position here by base TPing right here and just being able to go from this position onwards.
Okay.
All good. So far so good, right?
Yep.
So when looking back in the laning phase, you see multiple habits here. First things first, I need your mentality to change. You're gonna start looking to kill people, not to go even. That mentality has to change.
Okay.
I want to start seeing you go deep late in some contestable matchups, and ultimately, you're gonna start ingraining these level up timers and playing actively towards that. If you start doing this, you could have killed this Olaf 2 or 3 times.
Okay, that's for me. If I try that, and maybe I'm just overstaying or just miss my spells, whatever. If I lose the 1v1 early, then I have to play a bit chill, I guess. After that.
Yes, that's fair. Yes, completely fair. Sometimes you're just gonna shoot yourself in the foot and kind of grieve it, but when we just looked at the examples of Olaf, right? The thing is, we talked about, let's say you're weak-sided because you're looking for the early game ward, and you consciously know that you could get early game ganked. You can still do a second wave crash and look for a trade on your level 2 timer, right? So you can get best of both worlds. You make sure you get the second wave crash in, so you can't get ganked, but you still get to play to your level 2 timer.
Okay.
So that's like a solution to that. Okay. Yeah, okay, you get the wave in, and okay, we get a monster trade here. I would be very scared with trading here, because if this guy ults you, you kind of just die. If he ults you right here, you should be dead. Okay, he threw Zac far away though. That's because your E and your ult don't work, and he wins in the extended fight. So if he ults you here, what do you have?
Nothing.
Ult. It doesn't work. So if he would have Q'd you here and ulted you, you would actually die.
Okay.
But it's okay, because, I mean, this guy also doesn't know the limits of his champion, and I don't mean that in a condescending way, that's just like a factual statement, right?
Yes.
One thing to perhaps notice, you see you walk to the light, what did you see in river? Fruits, right?
Yes, honey fruit, it's 6 minutes, I think it's up.
There you go. So what I want you to do here when you're trading is, let's say you lose half your HP and Olaf loses half of his HP. but you get tempo into river, it's very good for you.
Mm-hmm.
Opposite is true. If you both lost half your HP and he gets access to river, you are pretty much making the game very hard for yourself to play, right? So keep that in mind. Trade with intention to play towards that, the honey fruit. Okay. What just happened to you? Oh, he's on grubs, I see. I'll put your potion on, maybe? Well done. It's okay. I don't think Window wins this, though. It's full off. Alright, decent. The wave was pushing into you, I believe, so you're in a fine spot. Okay, you're in an amazing spot. In terms of itemization, let me think here. You're going for stride. I think it's completely sensible. Instead of dagger, I would probably buy tier 1 boots. Oh, never mind. You have 250 gold. Dagger's fine. Okay. So he has no ult right now. You're level 8 to level 7. That is why I think you feel so confident.
Yes.
So very good. You're aware of that. You did auto Q out. Oh, he does have ult. Oh, you're cooked. He W'd very early though. And he gets level 8. And he has flash. Okay, you end up living. That's good. Your passive will sustain you back up. And then you have ult and you can look for the kill.
The thing is, that's also a thing. I don't know the timings of the ults because his ult got such a low cooldown.
Yeah. That comes with experience. I even was caught off guard by his ult, I'm gonna be honest. That's the thing. That comes with experience. So I think it's very hard to coach this. One thing you can just do is before you head into the game, you search up wiki, Olaf cooldowns, and if you see that his ult, for example, has 100-second cooldowns, and you know yours has 120 seconds, then there's always a 20-second gap, I guess. Here, I believe staying for this plate is very greedy.
Yes, I know. Yes.
Okay, because it doesn't change your recall. In the sense that right now, you already have Strikebreaker in base.
Ah, okay.
And if you...
That's wasted gold, so I don't need it anyways at this time right now.
Exactly. Let's say you needed the gold to actually get your item. I would stay here because right now you are quote-unquote inting tempo to get the gold, right?
Yes.
But the amount of plays you're getting here are the same amount of plays that Olaf is probably going to get, simply because you're overstaying here.
Yes, that's also like all the other coaches told me. Like you said, it's the reset timer. Like right now, I should probably reset, get my item, go back in the lane because maybe get 1 plating, but on the other hand, he's getting maybe 2 platings because my reset is bullshit.
Yes, and you only want to overstay this tempo if the gold from the plate significantly changes your recall, else recall every time.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm sure the other coaches lectured you on this already. And yeah, I would probably, see, because now he gets 1 plate, 2 plates, and you lost the full wave. So you really didn't gain anything. I guess you got boots. Not the worst. Okay, Olaf just dipped. He's probably getting his Hydra. And he gave you a food turret for it. So you guys just both in the tempo. I would consider getting level 10 here. Yep. Oh, you missed everything. You're dead.
Yes.
Do you know how his ultimate works?
Yes. He's a CC moon, and if I ult him, I can't throw him away, so I just...
Do you know how his ult stays activated?
I think for... maybe if you ask like that for auto attacks?
Yes, he needs to auto attack you or press E. So what you can actually do is if he ults, is you can ult him because you don't flip him, but you do flip yourself away.
Do I do damage? Even if
yes, you do. Okay. Yes, you will do damage. So I would just ult him, so you flip yourself the other way. Okay, you see the example here.
Yeah, so I can go out. Yes.
I mean, I guess you don't do damage because he's not near the impact unless you hit the impact. But you want to get away from his immune range, right?
Okay.
But the longer he stays in combat, the less you can do. Okay, Merc Threads. Why did we go for Merc Threads this game?
Did I go for Mercs?
Yeah.
Maybe because of Zyra with this the CC of how is he called in jungle? How is the jungle called? Viego.
I would still consider Tabi's more, especially because they have true damage on this champion and like true damage here. It's annoying. I mean, wait, that's like, sorry, that was a really bad statement by me. I would go Tabis because you're mainly going to be sidling against this guy. You just want the defenses. And if they have double 80 topside, I'm even more inclined to go for the Tabis. And I think you get some MR items that are different against these.
Okay, okay. Yeah, I just thought the C is big and annoying, so I just went for that.
I think pushing this out is fine, and now I wouldn't push further. I would start looking for grubs. So the further you push here, yeah, the more, I don't know, vulnerable you'd make yourself. One thing I would start looking for, as an example, when we see the Viego here, is what do you reckon you should be doing when you see Viego?
Like pinging, because the thing is, I don't know if I should fight because I see Olaf on the top wave is coming down.
Yeah, and Mundo's going for here.
Yes.
There's one thing I want you to do, and make it a habit for you going forward. Every time you scout somebody new, or even sometimes in advance, that can be when you're about to go into a skirmish, that can be when you're going to fight somebody else in side lane, and that is always when somebody comes back from lane, you press tab to see how strong they are.
Ah, okay. So I can...
If this guy has a full Blade Rune King, he is very strong. If he has 3 components, he's half as strong.
Okay.
Right now, you're playing the game blindfolded. You have no idea how much damage this guy is going to do to you, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
Now, Ahri is moving. What's perhaps another thing to look at before this Ahri moves?
What items she got?
Exactly. What items does Ahri have? Does she have flash? Does she have ultimate?
Okay.
She has no ultimate, and I don't know what items she has. We're playing this game. Okay, you have the full Kraken Slayer and Tabis. That would have been good to know, right?
Yes. I think she's yeah. I don't know why she's not going out.
Okay, that guy is. We don't talk about that, Ahri. That guy is definitely drunk.
Yeah, then he question marks. Also he pings me for no reason.
That guy needs to kill. Okay, so here we get one tab angle. What are some things you are seeing?
Like my Olaf got one full item, but no boots.
Yeah.
And I got a full item. I think I got... Like I'm one level down, but my items are better, I guess.
Yes, because you got a full first third. That gives an insane amount of gold.
Yes.
And most of what I also want to see when we're playing in this position is like, who is our win condition, who's their win condition? Looks like Ahri's pretty weak, but your Kai'Sa is very strong in this game, right?
Yes.
So Kai'Sa is very strong. Your Mundo is pretty weak compared to Viego. And then what I also want to decide is who do I prefer to sidelane against? Is it Olaf or is it Cassio? I think both are kind of hard for you to deal with.
Yeah, but most
this game,
like I like more like I don't know if that's also a good habit, but I can play better against Olaf than against Cassio, in my opinion.
Yeah, but if that is the case, right, then that makes even less sense for you to have this.
Okay.
Right, because you should also itemize to who you are going to be facing in side lane the most. Okay, all good. So it's pretty hard for us to progress right now. Also because bot lane is still in bot lane minute 17 in. Okay, Cassio is ganking you. You're aware of it. Keep pressing tab. Cassio's coming. I would be pressing tab. In the meantime, just quickly, we kill Viego on the bot side, so they're making 2 plays at once. And well done. Okay, she has 2 items, right? She has her disgusting slow item too. But you got her flash, so really well done. So you survived here. Maybe one thing to mention here as well is that the weak side, strong side concept that we talked about is still applicable here. Because you see how Viego's bot side, Mundo's bot side, but we had, okay, Viego's bot side too, so it doesn't really matter too much. Never mind. Okay, so yeah, we have this play. I think I'd be a little bit faster to pull the flash trigger, but you end up living. Okay, so you got a flash, you got a ult. Well done. Weak side survived, and now you can go and probably go play into bot. Very good. Okay, so we get to play to the bot tier 1. Thus far, very, very good game by you. See how we play this with our cooldowns. I want to talk about mechanics here. I would auto, but you see here, again, first thing, what we should do, check, he has 2 items now, right? So I would auto, Q auto, and then EW. Okay, I would have EW'd, because you kind of guarantee the combo.
Yes,
right?
yes. But I just hit him. Like, he ulted too late, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, this guy should be dead. You're running away. See, I noticed this in your gameplay, and I mentioned it again. I definitely see the safety tendencies in kind of everything you do.
Yes.
So, the more you start having the mentality of like, I want to win lane and kill people.
The thing is,
yeah.
The thing is, I was not running away. I knew I can kill him. I thought he's he's channeling his CC. Like I was just
his W. Yeah. It makes sense what you're saying.
So I was just waiting to channel it, and then I just go into it. Like I just knew I can kill him, but I was waiting if he's channeling into the bush. So I just dodged it. Like that was like the main part of my brain.
Okay.
But I want to fight it at least. Yes.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay, I think the past 3 minutes you've survived weak side onto the Casio, and now you killed the Viego and got bot tier 1. So in my opinion, you've done everything right the past 3 minutes. So well done. Here, I actually would not TP into this, most likely. Where do you think I would TP?
Top wave?
Yes, that's probably where I'd be TPing. Because if you TP here, you're salvaging a play that is kind of already over. Your team is fine. This play is over here. TPing is not going to change anything.
Okay. Yeah, you're right.
And if you TP to top lane here, I mean, look at this. That's a free tier 2 turret. Do you know how much gold a tier 2 turret gives?
675.
Yeah, so pretty much 700. And you get the wave here, and you maybe even get tempo into like getting these camps. Like you have everything here.
And 3 people like that. Yes.
Yeah, there's nothing to TP for here. And that's maybe a question too. Do you feel like, in general, when playing solo queue, you have these like how to put this? People-pleasing tendencies, in the sense that if your jungler is making a play and they're pinging, you'd rather give up your good scenario to help out your jungler, or do you feel like you can really make the difference and play selfish too?
Depends. Like it depends. Like you said, on the situation. Sometimes they get invaded, and I'm already fighting against someone on the top lane for the wave state and level 2, like you said. Then most likely I'm not moving. So
Good.
I think there was one time. I think he also left the game after that because I wasn't coming. Like my Warwick top laner was invading his jungle on I don't know.
Level 1.
Yeah, yes, and I was on top lane and was just getting level 2, and I just pinged him away, and he was constantly fighting him, and then he lost his 1v1 like against the Warwick. Then he went to the lane and I killed him because he was half HP, and I leveled E and W. And then my jungler just left because I didn't move to him, but it was not my fault. Like he just lost because he was constantly fighting at level 1 on blue buff.
Yeah, this one is a severe example. I've been in those shoes, so like here there's nothing you can do, right? But I mean more so as like a tendency that you see that often, or I see that often more so in players that kind of also play to go even, not necessarily to win. I'm sorry I keep repeating that, but it's just like a tendency, right?
Yes.
You see them always want to help out their teammates instead of playing to, how do I say this? Like get more resources for themselves. I want you to ingrain a selfish mentality in solo queue, of course with balance. If you're not the win condition, don't have ego, but especially when you can be a potential win condition, I want you to gather as much resources for yourself as you can, right?
Yes.
So there, if you can save your Mundo with a teleport or get a tier 2 turret, I don't care about this Mundo's life. I'm playing for that tier 2 top. Okay. Let's say your TP would have saved this Mundo, right? So that's an example. You saved the Alois from getting 300 gold whilst denying yourself more than 700.
Yes.
That's the mentality I want you to start.
Okay, yes. Like my goal was, like Drake was up. And sometimes I'm not TPing to the Drake fight because I see they're winning it or they're just losing it hard, so I just push and get T2. If it's so, for sure I would TP. But right now my goal was, okay, we can secure the next Drake, we get a kill and we get tier 2 in mid. Is that also fine, or you said no? Like
I think so. Your mentality is fine, but if I look at this frame here, I believe the dragon is already secured.
Oh, okay.
Because 3 people are dead, Zyra's dead too, 4 people are dead. And Olaf ult has run out. He can never kill Kai'Sa, and Braum is coming from base.
Okay, yeah, the thing is, like, that's also like my opinion. Maybe you get a different one. On my elo, they're playing a lot of Aram, and sometimes they're just misplaying. Also me. Like it happens also on your elo, but not that often. Like in my elo, they're coin flipping. They're doing weird things. Like I'm also doing weird things, but if I get coaching from you or other people, I know that I have to be maybe on bot side when Baron is up and I TP to the fight, and I tell them do Baron, but my jungler is doing like wolves or something.
No, I understand. Like I understand that perspective, but I don't want you to start playing, let's say, faulty because you think your teammates are gonna play a certain way.
Okay,
I don't think that's ever bases to
Okay,
make
so I just next time I just should TP for T2.
Well, it's gonna be dependent on situation to situation again, right?
Yeah, I mean in this situation I would go for T2 and like
yeah.
if I got a similar situation. Yes. Okay.
There's one thing you have to consider as well, right? And that's pointing in the future. But
Ich
if
weiß,
you're
Jack.
pushing
Ich muss
this,
das öfter hören.
where do you think this Viego is gonna respawn, gonna go first? Probably try and stop you, right?
Yes, sure. Ah, you're sure. Yeah, okay,
So
that's good. I didn't think about that. I didn't think about it at all. Okay.
Yeah, so that's also one way to start looking at tempo, to kind of look from your perspective, but
okay.
also what is my opponent going to do with me doing this action?
Okay. Yeah, that's right. I didn't look at this, and you're right. He wants to stop me then.
Yeah. So, but you made the correct call. You ping your team to go dragon whilst getting your mid tier 2 yourself. What you should do after this tier 2 turret, you reckon?
Go to top side.
No, I want you to recall and spend the gold because you have second item in base, and then you can basically play the same turn again. Because you see here, you have tempo on the map right now because Olaf is dead. But you also have tempo on side wave because you don't have to be there, your opponent has to collect. So if you recall right now with your team and you all come on the map at the same time, you can either play for Baron, but this is way higher, like level macro, right? But it's fine, you just get to spend your gold, you have 2 items, and then you can go to whatever side wave you basically want to play for.
Okay.
But you don't stick around on the map, because now if you stay...
I'm wasting time.
Kind of, and you're overplaying.
Okay.
Because you're kind of playing into their turn now.
Okay.
You're trying to salvage here, kind of. You're already into it, and now get the hell out.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
this is complete flippy, right?
Yeah. I know what you mean.
Yeah.
That's good that you tell me that, like, the reset time. Now he's dead. I think we missed the tempo. I missed my reset. Yes.
Yeah. And I know you can't control your teammates, and you're very often going to have inting teammates, 100%. But one thing you can do is still try and guide them.
Yes, I try that sometimes.
That's good. Okay, and now you're back with tempo. You got your gold spent. Where would you go right now after this play? I would be thinking play is over, top or bot wave. Now,
I would go top. Just a
okay.
question. I would go top because we know 3 people are dead.
Okay.
We got good timers on our Mundo because he's like 10 seconds ahead of Riego, or more, even 15. So we can maybe play around Baron. I got no TP, so I go top. So because I can't TP to Baron, that would be my thought about the next play. I don't know if you agree with that or if that's a stupid.
No, I think your decision is very sensible. We're gonna slightly give you a new insight. So you're 100% correct that theoretically this is the next neutral you want to play for.
Yes.
But if you want to pressure a neutral from the side lane, very often, even though this seems counterintuitive, you want to approach that from the opposite side wave to that neutral objective, which is bot lane in this instance.
Okay, but do I...
And I'll explain why. If you push out bot lane all the way till here, what does that mean? So Vayne is pushing it right now, right? So you run to bot lane and you push it up until here.
Someone have to come to my lane. But
there you go.
But I don't have TP to go to Baron if they're fighting, or if like for example, like maybe Olaf is coming, and okay, he got no TP. Okay, that's also a thing. But if there's a top lane and he got TP up and I don't got TP, and he's like answering my push, and maybe
you still move faster, right?
Okay.
So the thing is, if you slow push into hard push, similar to how you would do it in a normal laning phase, if you push the first wave here in the neutral state and the second wave here, and then you start moving to mid lane, you'll actually be in sync with your move on the next mid lane. And by the time you're mid lane, sure, your opponent is probably done with collecting.
Okay, yeah, okay, that's then okay. So I get the tempo with the mid wave and the bot wave, and I can. If they're fighting
for a 4v5, right?
Okay.
You can set up a 4v5, and especially in this instance when Olaf is playing with Flash Ghost, and you push out bot wave here, you can create a 4v5 example.
Oh, holy shit! Yeah, I didn't think about it. Like that's like I said. I think like the early thing that you tell me, I can recognize that. I can keep that in mind and try to get that my understanding of League of Legends, but then like I said, in the mid and late game, I'm only trying side laning, watching for my TP and playing for objectives. That's like a bit autopilot, I guess.
Mid to late game macro and tempo is way harder because it's always going to be situational to who am I side laning against? What is my, like, who is strong on the map? Can my team 4v4? Can we 4v4? Like, it's always going to be different, and you always have to adapt to that, like, position in the game. So it's way harder to kind of replicate, but that's why I'm trying to teach you some of these guidelines on how to manage side waves and how to recognize tempo opportunities, like we talked about earlier with what's it called, resetting and getting your items spent and getting on the map
Yes,
again,
that's
right?
the reset tempo you said, yes.
And here you got 2 kills, so you have tempo. How do you want to use that tempo? By pushing out bot waves so we get tempo towards this neutral.
Okay. Also, I get sometimes the problem laning against, like, for example, there's not Olaf, then there's sometimes the mid laner, then there's Hivai or something. And yes. I can't do shit, I can't get the wave on the tower. Like, they're just stalling it, they got good wave clear, they poke me. So,
yes.
is that the right play, or should I switch lanes again?
You can either switch lanes, so you choose to go for the different side wave opportunity, or you push one wave, if you can, into Roam, because then you're going to be on the next mid wave.
Okay.
So you try to set up a flank through that.
Okay. So just trying to get more plays and only that side laning shit.
Yeah. Okay. So here we are definitely in get to brawl scenario. Here, no point for you to be mid lane. 0.
Okay.
No bot lane. Fight is over. You see?
Yes.
Okay, but you ended up going for top lane, so I understand your intention because you were talking about that earlier. If you guys kill him, I will be spam pinging Baron. Right now, I'll be pinging Baron.
I think
you already should adapt here, and you should be walking into mid lane.
Okay.
The Viego's dead. Cassio's no flash. You have everything. This is a free Baron.
Yes.
You being bot lane here makes no sense.
Okay.
Window walking in here also makes no sense. You don't have teleport yet. You should be here with your team.
I should teleport to this. I thought, okay, they're losing.
No, you don't have teleport. That's why you move. And even with teleport, what are you gonna get from this bot wave? If you're here with your team right now, 4v5 scenario, Cassio has no flash. I'm not sure about other flash timers, but you can be basically where you're here. You should be mid lane, and you can be here right now with your team. Look how much vision you have. You just win the game here.
Okay. Okay.
This is a one-off scenario though, but it's like I'm not gonna teach you anything from this, but I want to showcase you, of course, why.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's good for me to see like the situation and yes.
And now enemy team is going all the way bot lane here. So you see Zyra, so you're like, okay, why is this guy walking up into me? You see Viego now, and now you see Cassio. You have enough, how to say this? Like, instinct or like info, but also like speed to quickly move your mouse to one assistant ping or ping on the way ping on this Baron, and your team should get the memo.
Okay.
One ping right here of giving your team the idea is all you need to do.
Okay.
And then, like, you can say, my team is never doing Baron when they're sitting 3 on bot, but you can also guide them. Like, yes, your team should have the, like, the idea here that they should go for Baron, but if they're not, ping them once. There's 4 bot right here. Ping them. You can stall here for, like, 30 seconds.
Yes.
1 ping. That's all you need to do. And then your job would be to like,
stall
as long as you can. So the way you would do that here is probably by ulting the Cassio like this way and maybe flashing out and like just stalling them as long as you can, right? Getting away from the Baron. Actually, really, really nice if you trade one. But now our team didn't do Baron. They should have.
Yes,
1,000,000%.
And
what is your team doing?
Yeah,
they're salvaging.
That's the problem.
I understand. I understand. They're salvaging here.
But that's the thing I want to talk about with you. Even if I play Alois, and that's the thing.
Ping your team.
Where I get mad. I ping them a lot.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Not on this scenario, but
okay,
sometimes I'm pinging them Baron and I even write it when I'm fighting or I'm walking away. 4 bot, go Baron. Sometimes they do it, but sometimes they don't do it.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, you're 100% right here, right? Like, you're 1,000,000%.
Yeah,
right.
I was tilted, so just fuck that. But I was just
No, it's
tilted.
okay. But also the example you say with Lau, yes, I completely understand your frustration.
Yes.
In those scenarios, but if you pinged and even wrote it and they're not doing it,
Yes.
it's like you can get as mad about it as you want. but
Yes,
it's out of your control at that
it
point.
won't change anything. I know.
Yeah.
I have to change it. Sometimes because the game was so hard and I was trying my best, and then they see 4 bot and they're all rotating to bot. That's sometimes that's happening, and I don't understand the people because 4 people are running across the map and trying to help me, even if I'm dead.
Yeah, it's a salvaging play. It's kind of what you were doing when you're trying to save the Artie in mid lane after the dragon. Yeah, and now I feel like you're kind of going to start losing control over the game, because set scaling is not that good. You're like a mid-game monster, but now it's hard, right? Viego's 4 items, and it's going to start... Holy moly, you destroyed that guy. He's actually dead to death stance. And you get the Baron this time. Holy, your team got the memo. You deserve this. You had a lot of good moments this game. Oh, he ends up dying too. Beautiful. Nice. And you win the game here. Beautiful. Right. How do you feel about the game?
I think like that. I didn't play it super well, but it was fine. Like because, like you said, the Olaf wasn't also that good, and he didn't respect like my W's most of the time. Like when he ulted, okay, he dodged it, but I think, like you said, my team got the memo when I put 3 or 4 people on me. They start Baron, they see the jungler on bot, and then I think that was the winning play in my opinion.